since Hadji's departure. And we got some okay moments from him at EPL, I do believe. But we are looking like we're locked and loaded, ready to get this one underway. G2, as Yanko noted, starting on the T side of their opponent's map choice. So we're going to get out the gate, setting the tone.
Lucky, you can see there, closest on the left side of your screens as well, in pursuit of returning to the Major after what has been repeated failed ventures, and also typically very close. We're talking, you know, you get into those 2-2s and you're in the last best of 3, and for what has been 5 years now, pursuit of returning to the Major. Now finds himself in a similar boat, up against G2, and aggression immediately, a bit of a tone setter from the boys of 3D Max. They come gunning straight out B main and go 1 for 1. Odyssey works mid, Snax contains on rugs. Up next on the test is Maka. Audible towards the doors, Monacy jumping for that info, gets it, and now will peek in with a very well-placed crosshair. Doesn't go down, Maka, he's stubborn. Will fight for this mid control, albeit alone.
Got to be swarmed.
Yeah, he's not going to re-swing now. He hears those 3 different pairs of footsteps trundling towards him, a smoke as well that he can poke around a little bit, but it costs him a great deal of health. 98 to be exact. Maka gooshed, and now into the site. Same can be said for Exercise. Maka and Exercise, regardless of the low HP, have got theirs. Monacy down after 1. How has Exercise got 2 from the back of site with low HP? This is winnable for Snax. This is winnable for Snax. A 1v3 materializing before our very eyes, as he's got a good idea as to where Gravity is. This would be a great confidence booster for Gravity, but Snax denies, saves G2, and gets them started in the right direction.
Impactful pistol from the vet, the Polish in-game leader. He's got a team full of stars. He wants to let them play, but it's his turn to show them how it's done. Beautiful work with the clean and collect on the pistol.
Like, you had an overperformance from Maka and Exercise on their low HP contributions. Then your boys, your stars, they come running in, do the damage, get the dinks, but don't manage to convert it. And so it's up to Snax, and he does exactly what he needs to. That's going to, well, not only start G2 off on the right foot, but that's going to get the mentals absolutely perfect. Just look at the call now. Snax, he's called his troops into a very direct approach, an eco approach from 3D Max, just going to be stacking up.
Well, it looks pretty. Yeah. But that's probably all it's good for.
Well, we know we like to talk about the Astralis, or at least that's what I've called it, behind the doors. This is the 3D Mags.
So the slight variation of the Astralis.
Yeah.
Well, executing in towards A, they know they're more than an earshot, so going to swarm through. And Malbs, his opportunity to try and get a couple of freebies on the Mac 10. Snax with 2 more, and that'll be that. The pistol's done with. It's going to be the guns into the next off the back of that eco. And I just got a chair delivery.
That was swift.
It was. Producer hooking me up in a big way.
Shout out to Seb one time.
I got caught off guard. It was like, and on camera I was having a swig of water, so I didn't put the lid back on correctly.
That's fair.
We just added our 18th team. That was big to the, well, 24 teams who will be contending for the Major Trophy. We're looking to add our 19th.
As we get ourselves situated for the long haul, 3D Max's map, and they're into the guns for the first time.
Yeah, and they're quite comfortable on this map with their aggressive maneuvers. Jocko's already out, Exercise searching, and Malbs, he wins the opening exchange.
Gets away as well from the flame. It's actually Jocko going for a very aggressive push solo. Now being considered and spotted out. Great awareness. They understand what they're up against here. So long as you're accounting for the hyper-aggressive response. Ooh, Nico nearly brought some aggression into the mix himself. Gravity saved by the smoke plume.
I'm not sure if we were casting this map together because it was during EPL and we obviously split up and cast with everybody. But Gravity was boosted in backside on one of the rounds that executed in, and it was against G2, and he drops down, he gets this massive spray. So they have had some moments before against G2. And their logos are now similar. That is apparently the biggest talking point, the 3D Max rebrand. People are saying that their logo now looks similar to G2's. Can you see it?
I see the 3 and the D. I do. And I do see the G and the 2. Maybe, yeah, slightly. Nice from Lucky. Claws one back onto Malbs, but he was just the lurk on A.
And speaking of Malbs, he's looking for his first major.
I can't quite believe that.
I know, right? M80. That was his previous team. Not successful at doing so, but Malbs is now in a great position to make his first and part of a star-studded roster. Nico, Monacy.
What a pairing that is.
And then you've got Hunter and Snax for good measure. As long as Snax can find, you know, his relative impact, which with the pistol round, he's done it, right? He doesn't get the most kills in every game, but as long as he's contributing a clutch here or there, or an opening kill, a good call. I think it's one of the tough things when you do have such stars in your team as G2, because they all have their own plays and maneuvers that they would want to be making. And you don't want to force them into a system they don't feel comfortable. And you like it when you wake up one day, you play a game, and Nico's calling his shots, Monacy's doing the same, and then you can kind of just fill the gaps around them and pull it all together. But some days that's not possible, right? Some days your Monacy isn't feeling it, or your Nico's not feeling it, and then you turn to Snax to try and dig them out of trouble, which can be a very difficult task.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, for sure, G2 having just strong starts is going to make a world of difference for them. Not having to fight back in, not having to play off the back foot. See if these save rifles and the facilitation of another buy, 3 saves, leads to anything for 3D Max to get off the starting mark. Looks like it's Jocko flashing himself out. Gets out. Hunter going to need some assistance with this, and actually nice placement of the nades. Look how uncomfortable it is for Gravity. Oof. Oh man, you have got 0 health to work with. 6 points. Monacy's now looking to punish your return. He gets himself out of the dark smoke and a swift headshot as well. Audible reload on Jocko. G2 have got their number right now.
They've come in well prepared for the day, and I think that the pick was very obvious. So their prep work overnight with Taz obviously alongside as the coach. They can look at all the tendencies of 3D Max. There was something that we highlighted back in EPL. You know, a lot of teams throw the T-stairs smoke. 3D Max throw a rug smoke in certain variations of their aggressive CT gambits. Malbs is low. And a stack now from 3D Max over towards B. They don't have any utility to block, so they'll have to do it with the bullets. Maka, Jocko, and Lucky to lock down this side of the map. And the fight is coming their way. 44 seconds. There's no molly for platform.
Yeah, that does mean that it's a valuable, potent crossfire here.
As long as they trade, this should still be fine for G2. It's the multi-kills necessary for 3D Max.
Smoke signifies the start of things. Mouse with a low HP. He's going to be looking to be traded out, but there's a nice one from Jocko back. Ooh, Monacy the one to break through. Double kill, clears out the platform. And Exercise just a little late to the party.
It was almost, wasn't it? A good amount of damage, but G2 just put the individuals on display. And now his position will be noted. 4-0, spotless start. Now, as we know, in the 9 Pandas game, it doesn't matter how it starts for G2, it matters how it finishes, but this is really positive signs, right? It's not just crazy individuals popping off. They look pretty poised. They're ready for the aggressors. Sure, it started with a Snax clutch.
Yeah, but you told me they got the content map out of the way, you know, so if anything, this should just be a nice open and shut G2 case.
Yeah, look, and it is going to be great to have G2 join the likes of Mouse, Vitality, FaZe, and Na'Vi, who already are in that top 16, the elimination stage, alongside of Big. They're the odd ones out.
Yeah, but you know what? They're already in the room anti-stratting all 4 of those names.
Yeah, well, that is true. It does buy them a buffer, right? It definitely gives them a lot more time, and they'll be able to sit, stay, and practice against the world's best, because a lot of these teams, FaZe, are heading back to Europe. I'm not sure if everybody read the news, but people can go and check that out. But yeah, I think you kind of get this boot camp. You stay in the environment. You only become more and more acclimatized to not only the diet, because it is a big change for a lot of Westerners, and then the time zone, which is GMT +8 in Shanghai. So I think it's 6 hours difference from where we are remote broadcasting in Romania. That's 6 hours ahead. So 7 from Central Europe. Saved M4. With some investments around it, and understandably so, Maka, he wants to get his AWP out.
Yeah, still investing in some util to try and help his boys. Block on A. Ooh, Jocko again up to no good. Charging straight through, aggressive flashes as well to get him set up to actually be... It's a crazy route. It's a crazy route. But
hey guys, nobody A.
Yeah, I've cleared it out.
There was actually meant to be a volley to land up in Mal's position, but I think Maka missed through that.
Well, now it is a bit weird, because chances are, after that smoke fades, Exercise is going to have his work cut out unless he gets a supporting cast. Maka with the USP doesn't clear out Malbs. He has no idea how much has gone on underneath his crosshair.
They're aware of the push. It's just questionable how much room Snax wants to take. He does have the bomb, so he should be passive. Never mind. They activate in unison, locking this down. And all the threats seemingly removed.
Oh, yep. You're not getting away with the same tricks here. It seems G2 have definitely done their homework. Good restraint there and just letting that round and the smokes fade before they started their re-clears.
I am loving this start from G2. This is not the G2 that you and I cast in Rio. That G2 was a curious case.
A curious case.
A curious case. They just looked out of sorts. They were disconnected. One of the highlights was like a Modesty 1v4 on the A side, if you remember rightly. And it wasn't a cohesive looking unit. This is exactly that. And what I like about this, and I've had to change my opinion on dead rosters because, well, Nico won't be here after the major cycle, and there might be even more changes as well, is these guys are professionals, right? They're not letting the fact that things are going to be changing in the future change what's in front of them right now.
Maka. Oh! He's lucky that the Malbs was swapping over to the Molotov there, gets away.
The Molotov of faith from Malbs.
Bloody hell. Okay. Maka flashing himself in for a re-clear. He's quick with this AWP, and looks like G2 have thought twice about continuing their advance.
Well, minute on the clock and still a few key pieces of utility remaining for 3D Max to make this more awkward for G2. Malbs still parked outside A, so is no push available. Mid's forward positioning from Exercise could always be the drop down, the Geronimo play to assist the B defenders, who are now starting to scout through the U2. But as they search canals, G2 could just be waltzing in through the open door of B main. Lucky's here, but it's going to be tough fights against AKs.
Yeah, Lucky's leaving. Sure, block smoke. Nico has the HE though if they want to clear and go. Double molly. Gravity still has the cross, and through the smoke into his crosshair. And a double kill from Gravity. Now the flank comes through. Gravity, too many bodies to worry about. Malbs does find high impact. Now the bomb can go down. Still a man advantage for 3D Max in pursuit of... Ooh, he nearly dinks him out and converts it. Lucky does eventually find Hunter, but the bomb goes down. Malbs, ace clutch demanded of him. Understands where two of the three are. Now pushing in for double P. Okay, nice work from Lucky. Lovely push as well to try and deny that plant as well. Wasn't too far off of not even letting that bomb go down.
Yeah, and look, if 3D Max weren't converting those type of rounds, they were going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Now, we will remind everybody this is the CT side of a predominantly T-biased map, so G2 with 5 already, they're going to be looking for 7+. For 3D Max, it's just about piling a couple on the board, and the best way to get there is consecutive CT rounds breaking the finances of the Ts. So that's the first of what needs to be a few. You win this one and then the next, and a conversation that G2 might just be on that breaking point. So a lot of hard work ahead of 3D Max. Yeah.
Oh, good damage.
There was a missed smoke for the 3D Max aggress. I'm not sure if that got caught by our ops team. I wasn't looking at the PGM, I apologize, but I think Lucky threw that one. It didn't quite land, got stuck on the tippy top of a tower. But you see the back and forth game of this A main control. Just this cat and mouse between the two.
Monacy's holding your B investigation here, and he's not letting that one go unpunished. Takes down Gravity. Maka reveals the AWP there as well. Action on A. Exercise looking to take the space away. Malbs goes down, good find. Lucky makes that work. Nico in the mid gap with Hunter by his side. God, there's so many moving pieces now.
Yeah, Modesty dueling with the B push. Mid space taken. 50 seconds, still plenty of options for G2. 3D Max comms, they need to try and piece the round back together, decide what they have to fortify.
Oh, that's a lot of info. Exercise getting questions.
Too deep.
Peeking into Nico is a dangerous game. Snax arriving main. This is the duel. Nico confirms Lucky's angle. Exercise as well, to be noted. Oh, their timing is everything here. And just like that, Nico and Hunter connect. A, open for business. Lovely restraint from G2, like making sure everyone's arriving at the same time. The trade potential at its highest. They waltz into the A site for their 6th round. Jocko and Mac are just going to try and save what they can.
Just the pensive moment there, if your 3D Max sucks, it's like, well, we know they have full mid control. We can't really push into A main. We're boxed in the site. We have to wait for them to make the move, and then bang, it happens. And it's like, oh, and you don't even know if that's the end commitment. So right now for 3D Max, it does feel like they're fighting out of a box. G2, beautiful work. Some really put together Counter-Strike at the moment. And not looking too flustered either. So the save of the AWP and AK short. Gravity can buy, drops are available. 3D Max can continue to contend, but oof, it's feeling rough.
I can't help but feel as well a valuable asset to this T side from G2 is that you've got Malbs working A. You've got such a crazy aimer taking these A fights. Your A anchor can't, like, they're no longer 50-50s for him. He can't back himself in these 50-50 duels if Malbs is on a mad one.
Well, that's why when you think about a team like Na'Vi, you have a bit in those type of positions as well.
Yeah.
It just is scary. You can't give them the chance.
Look at him go.
But you have to go aggro. Oh, did Snax see him? His mouth was moving.
Yeah, now they know. Maybe we can work our way through this lurk smoke. Maka arrives in time to tend to it. 4 members of G2 outside the front door. Do we still see this nice structured Counter-Strike out of G2? We can see that they aren't rushing anything. Snax smoked off by Jocko.
I think that's fine. Snax still has the molly, so if they set up for the B hit... well, I say set up for the B hitters. Never mind. They're backpedaling. A complete reroute being called. So a 4-1.
Reclearing Hunter on B. Oh, just as he swaps to his Molotov. That's a good find from Maka. Mid, perhaps the gap. Lucky's just spotting it for info with the smoke in his hands.
No need to
40
break.
seconds, you know, this actually gets awkward if he does get the smoke down. Ooh, Nico gave it a good go. They're going to run through. They're coming through it. Oh, Nico jumps into the angle, spams him through the smoke. Exercise got a lot of work from A main. Play retake, you got the man advantage, but I don't know. G2, they're looking dialed in. Malbs defending A main now.
Nico can flash again.
One more. This time they eat it. Oh! What is that? Moving! The Malbs signature! No, he gets 3! Who needs to counter-strafe? Malbs gets 1 completely mobile.
Oh, the RNG on G2's side.
Bro, he's done that on Ancient before as well. For Malbs, full blind moving headshot, of course.
And again, you just have to sing G2's praises. Sure, it's magnificent from Malbs, but the poise under pressure to make sure that they're flashing for the fights.
Bro, like, as you said, like, you highlighted it perfectly. If Lucky throws that smoke safely, but never mind, he doesn't, because Nico does, what, 70 damage before he gets it down? Then, not only that, Nico jumps in. Oh, mate. What the hell? Flash from Nico, nice, but Malbs, he wins the round just like that. Top of the scoreboard now after that one, and yeah, timeout taken. 3D Max, I'd be rattled. This G2 just feels like insurmountable. Unbeatable right now.
It's a different beast at the moment. And this is great, right? Obviously, Richard, talking on the desk, wanted G2 to get it done. Give us a major that we can predict. Give us all the best teams.
Yeah.
And the best teams in good form.
Sorry for the smoke, guys.
Oh, look how nonchalant he was as well after that one. Yeah, good boy. Round, boys. Yeah.
Well, he's joined the team and they've won trophies. You know, so it's all working. Even though a lot of criticism gets levied to G2, right? They have a great tournament. And then they go to Rio and they come last. But you look at their playoff placement.
I'd rather get the surprise win. Oh, sorry, the surprise, like, bottom finish, last finish. I'd rather get that out of the way just before the major.
Sure.
You know, like, oh, we had our accidental mess up. Oh, Maka again, he loves this. With the T-stairs smoke, sending Europa to post on rugs.
But they're going back for the same round?
Yeah, right. Just make it work this time. Ooh, good nade damage from Gravity, but they are going to come knocking. And Snax spams away on Jocko. They know what's up. Gravity can't find the double. Maka chips in. Catches Hunter on the cross through. 3v3. How's he done that? Runs him down with the USP. Snax humiliated. Maka's having a round. Picks off Monacy. Lucky punishes the Malbs hunt. That's a big round to post. And twice now, we've seen G2 attempt to set up for that one. This time, surely going to have to look at a different page. Maka repels the invaders.
Yeah, I wonder with the Wozink timeout, that's the coach of 3D Max, if he just said, hey boys, it's all good. I know that the score feels pretty bleak, but if we can just post 4 rounds, we know that we can work with that. So at this point, that's still more than available.
I think Jocko has been pretty solved as well in his dark adventures, or E-Box, or Con, whatever you want to call it.
Got back to a bit more of a default. So the direct approach stunted.
Okay, Maka's feeling himself. Malb's punished. Looking for answers towards A main.
Nico just wanted to make sure he's definitely got that lineup correct. Whew, Jesus.
Brave.
He's just swung into the open there.
Does that nullify it? Unless they break it.
Which they
or
could.
Flash push it. Exercise is under a lot of scrutiny here. And in the open, going to be completely overlooked. He's done very well under scrutiny.
Yeah, I think normally you don't expect players to play in the open like that because you would get spammed, but because of the layering of util, he felt that he had that room to work with. So
yeah.
3v5.
Less susceptible to the flashes, plays it well. Into Maka.
Which the rotation is now on the way. Lucky's just jet setting over.
Backing his aim on this one, open to be overlooked. Exercise on finds Monacy, nice incendiary. Flushes them into the Exercise Jocko push. Hunter, ready for this, caught on the mantle. Oh, it's clean. 5 alive for 3D Max, and 2 consecutive off the back of a timeout.
Yeah, and there's enough for one more buy for G2. Nico is going to be able to drop an AWP to Monacy. Monacy can give his AK to Snax, and then Nico can buy himself. So it's going to be all good in the hood. I wonder if we see a G2 timeout now just to make sure that they can keep a buffer. Looking for 9, I'm sure. But you look at the last 3 events for G2. 4 finals, they win over Na'Vi. IM Rio, they come last place, losing to Eternal Fire and Heroic. World Finals, they win over Spirit. And now they're at the RMR. So, you know, if you were expecting the up and downs, this isn't crypto. So I think maybe we're going to get a few more ups out of them, which is nice.
Exercise in the open. And deleted. Punished for his arrogance. Maka, he's not ready for this. They're so close, but Malbs was unprepared for an AWP up close. Prepared for the swing, hits the flick, but Snax has flattened the A defense, man. Advantage bomb to be planted. It's Jocko and Gravity to have a conversation about working back in. Nico and Hunter, as it currently stands, all focused on clearing out Gravity's positions. He's about to have a lot to do. Side by side, back to back, isolates the duels well. Gravity, good jiggle. And now a chance for Jocko in the 1v1.
In heaven, you wouldn't expect it. You wouldn't expect it in a million years.
Snax is in the smoke. You're just not going to consider that. He has a smoke of his own, but... Oh, Snax times it to perfection. The triple heaven setup. And another clutch for Snax.
Clax is on 9 Pandas.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, I think you bang on in highlighting that. Something to note with Snax, I think a little bit earlier in the year, even with these trophies attested to his name, is there was a certain point where he didn't look confident in the decisions that he was making. Because we all know that he is a better fragger than what has been displayed. And his impact in this round, it's a multi-kill, and then it comes down to a 1v1. So he has the pistol, he has this attested to his name, and the pistol's worth more than 1, right? It's worth an awful lot. So Snax has done a great job of setting them up, and now they are on track for 9. Monacy opens the account. Jocko down the B bomb site, currently very understaffed. Lucky addressing that as Gravity. He might just get lurked upon.
Yeah.
Hunter, this is naughty.
Hunter to be exposed, but oh, quick flick.
It's the bomb.
And that's a crazy push. That is a crazy
They might run him down.
That's the bomb on his back. Yeah, Lucky wants him. Doesn't want to let him get out of here for free. And there's the bomb on the ground. Big find from Lucky, not scared.
A necessary decision to be made.
Yeah, risky, but rewarding. Nico to take this head on with Lucky. Oh, an audible reload. Nico licks his lips. Anticipating a second supportive element. Exercise is close by. He knows he's got Lucky trapped. And he's into him, controls his spray. Lucky puts him on 25, but still. G2 a man advantage. He aggressed from Exercise. This is very scary scenes. As the bomb is picked up with 40 seconds on the clock. It's not comfortable for G2.
No, it's not. And that nade, not far off the mark either. It really comes down to what type of space is made from Maka, and he's just holding the mid line. This could work out perfectly.
Yeah, they are walking back into him. And he's active on it. Boom! Modesty deleted. Equalizing us into a 2v2, and now even favored towards 3D Max. That's a repeat he didn't need to take.
Dear.
An Exercise resigns himself to the 1v2.
They've heard him on the
they
wood.
know where you are. Missed his flash. 14 seconds. Bomb needs to go through. Nico. Ooh, safe from the spam.
You can see he realizes that was his one chance. The bomb will get planted in just enough time. Malbs and Nico to close this down.
Uncomfortable for Exercise. He's just got himself his M4 and that kid. See how far he can push things. He's the flash. Team plays there. G2 rustle up a 9th. Recovering a threatening last attempt from 3D Max. 3, is it enough to work with?
Yeah, it feels tough, right? Because I think a lot of the early rounds within the piece were quite dominant, looked well put together, wasn't individualistic. And then when the clutches were on the table, where you get Snax winning 2, so you add that with the pistol, G2 are sitting pretty right now. I think, 4 rounds, maybe 3D Max could still be believing. This is going to be a long road back in.
Yeah, and on their comfort zone as well, right? This is what they chose and elected to pick.
I don't know what was just said, but the notes flipped over. So I have been back and forth in the room. The coach has got a lot to say. Oh, and Ralph's just giving us a little look there, straight into the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they are watching.
You seeing me at the top of the scoreboard, boys? Good half from him. And Modesty didn't need to be too much of an impact to still render a 9-3. In fact, more impact felt by that Snax clutch.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think if you take a little bit of a look at where the main points of impact came from in the tougher rounds, it would have been Snax and Malbs. So really good work from the two of them. But a good team approach from G2, right?
100%.
So you're not leaning on Nico and Modesty right now to be dropping bombs. Dual Berettas for Modesty, smoke for Snax, and a flash in the hands of Hunter. Now, Hunter does the pistols, and when I say he does the pistols, he calls them. So let's see, has he given them another little master stroke? Snax on A, Malb solo on B. The nucleus of 3 in middle, ready and raring. Flash.
I'm sorry, Hunter is talking a lot there. I just saw him having a full conversation, checking people's screens, making sure everyone understands the plan. Waiting for a sound cue, and nothing's coming. Slow, methodical crawl. Oh, not slow. I tell a lie. Maka was loud about that, so now reaction required.
Oh, it is a fake, though. He's made those steps and backpedals immediately. They're going to crawl through middle to try and catch this.
Oh, and Lucky and Gravity are holding for this. Oh, perfect. Nico, Modesty, down to Lucky.
Beautiful.
Triple. Oh, it's like an ante of their ante. Snax going to be hard-pressed to find a pistol here. Nice tap, nice tap. Whoa, Snax rolling back the years with the quick clicks, but Exercise puts him down. And we return to a threatening round. 3D Max have got this. Just got to get past Malbs. Easier said than done, but not ready for Lucky as he gets round. 4. He is determined to make it to the major once more.
Yeah, some crispy shots in middle, and he didn't just panic. He just took each of those fights as they came. But that little bait of the sound cue from Maka initiated the crawl forward from G2. So that was look, premeditated to give away some sound. Whether or not it was to get them to push mid, it worked out perfectly. And I thought Snax was bending bullets on that second one.
Yeah, if it looked like it. Gravity spent, what, 50 seconds holding that angle and eventually gets that push that he was so desperate to hold for. Very cool.
Well, you have to convert this one. This is a must-win against the Force.
Oh, and you're fully blind. Lucky, full blind, pulls the trigger, gets Hunter. Exercise has bomb. Shadow advantage for Malbs as he's a deadly threat with this 5-7. Still finishes off another. Good God, look at the damage. 24 points of health. Revolting. 3D Max, palms are sweaty. You can't get past Nico Deeg, or maybe you can with a swift headshot from Maka.
Snax can win this.
Yeah, another one. Another Snax clutch. Will he really pull off another one? Maka into the dark smoke. And Jocko Beach. They'd love an indicator as to Snax's position, but they're not going to get one. The Maka could be getting a real jump scare here. He's going to be completely overlooked. Oh my God,
the barrel,
oh my God. Spots him out. His teammates shout at him. And now Jocko with 7 HP and a bomb to retrieve, and Snax time to reposition wherever he fancies. This just got so difficult for the 3D Max second round conversion. This force buy, thanks to the handiwork of Malbs and that 5-7 primarily. Okay, an AK. Time and Snax head on collision, head on collision. He's planting for Temple. Snax, another clutch for G2. Sealing the deal, locks it in. Impact continues from Snax.
I can't quite believe that. Neither player ready for Snax whatsoever. Just walking around, the shift key down, and the easiest kills of his life as he secures the 10th.
2024, and we're still walking around in a Snax wonderland.
He's had 3 big clutches.
Oh my God, how did I do this?
No one's looking.
Almost a little bit of disbelief from some of his teammates in that situation, but that was the must-win for 3D Max.
Oh, it was. It was. I just can't get over how much damage was dealt by that 5-7. Gets 2 kills and a dink on the third. Bruh. What an asset Malbs is. Deeper stairs smoke than we've seen from other teams.
I think when you have someone who has the aim like Malbs, but you also have Nico on your team, and Monacy, it's kind of a bit unfair.
I agree. They should have to play with one hand behind their back.
Yeah, left-handed.
Yep. And obviously when you've got the best clutcher in Counter-Strike in Snax right
of
now,
course.
let's not forget.
No, exactly.
Let's not forget. Every single one of them as well, it's been like low HP, unknown last player, really making the most of those opportunities as Snax.
Using that brain, those years of experience.
I mean, positionally, sound throughout.
Wow, it would be crazy. Imagine if Snax didn't make it, but Gamer Legion did. That's where he was in-game leading earlier on in the year. Made a bit of a name for himself in that role. He was in the tier 2, tier 3s doing Polish weird mixed teams. Then he gets picked up by Gamer Legion. He's reinvented himself from a star player to an in-game leader, and now he's at G2.
Oh, that's a mess. That's a mess. And now Nico's flash. There was some opportunities, and the second flash is brilliant. Jocko allowed to find the opening onto Nico that gets that bomb down.
No way main presence.
Gonna be tough to retake without that. You're gonna be locked out by that smoke on cam only for a moment, but still, this is gonna get awkward quickly. Jocko run down by Snax. Need a headshot there, and Exercise does deliver it. Lucky finds Malbs. Exercise down. Now onto Gravity. It's his turn to clutch. Oh, and Monacy resists. How has he done that? 24 points of health, dips out of the angle, peeking back in with the pre-fire. The clutches keep on coming. And 3D Max can't catch a break.
And Gravity's not to know it, but I didn't see a defuse kit. So if he had played for the time as opposed to the duel, maybe he could have juked Monacy. It would have got tough. He would have been stuck dancing around the cake. They keep it threatening, sure, but that's all it is. Such a massive lead for G2, and they're actually going to take a tactical timeout.
Yeah, wow. How does Monacy get away from that spray as well? Just dodging bullets.
You feel this is too far gone at this point.
I mean, yeah, there was a case to be made until that second round.
Oh, you win the pistol, you get the follow-up, right? You're back in it. The rounds just keep on coming. First gun round goes your way. Okay, we're only in a few rounds difference at that point. On your map choice, you got the comfort, you got the confidence. Now you're feeling stressed, and you just have been granted that 30 seconds. You will force buy again. 2 MAC-10s, a Deagle, a Galil for Lucky, Maka. What's your weapon of choice? Lots are looking towards Gravity right now. The youngest of the bunch, the newest to the team.
Gravity gets set up for a quick mid-pop with his MAC-10. Actually, no, tell a lie, drops out window, testing dark. You've got to get past Hunter and Malbs in this position, but it's a great little pop flash. Malbs still full blind, manages to get his crosshair in the right place, but they're into B. Nice, pacey, poppy pressure. The B site taken. Full retake belt from Monacy. 2 smokes available as the first flash is thrown. Actually, no, he's actually equipping Nico to set him up. This is going to be hard to hold, so exercise jail. Snax late B main. Exercise flashed off the line, but Snax not taking the fight now. Oh, the second is great. Perfect setup. Nico has blinds 3 members of 3D Max. A third
Smoke
flash
defuse.
as well connects onto Maka. They can get on that bomb now for the defuse. Nico's doing just that. All shy, needs to adjust his spam, and oh, misjudging it. Maka can't get him off the bomb. Just from bad to worse for 3D Max. They're getting into these sites, but G2, they keep a stiff upper lip.
Snax is 17-8. He is at the tippy top of the scoreboard. This is Snax flourishing right now.
He top fragged in their last bout with 9 Pandas, I think, as well.
Snax is back.
Snax is back. Snack.
Well, again, you know, it's a good opening move. They get into the site, they get the bomb down, they give themselves a bit of cash. It's just holding on. And the fact that the retake's coming in so late, at that point, you go, well, are they saving? Are they coming? What's going on? And the second flash to deal with Jail, a thing of beauty. So this is showing me that G2, they have great, the T side was really nicely put together. The clutches are going their way, the post plants are going their way, and the comms need to be on point to be pulling off scenarios like that. So right now, they've woken up on the right side of the bed down there in Shanghai.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just every single one of those flashes well timed. You can see their composure in the communication of who's throwing them, who's pushing. When you watch it from 3D Max's perspective, you watch this demo back, X-ray off, it's going to just feel like you're playing against gods. Unbelievable just how diligent everything has been and how minimal the counterplay is. Now aggression. Whoa, whoa, that's a lot of info. Snax just spotted the entire team heading A. Monacy tasked with containing that, but Nico does go down to a lucky hold on B. Maka finds Snax, so these aggressions not being rewarded as of yet. Hang on, M&M are here. Monacy and Malbs fill the feed. A one-man defense of the A site, and he gets 2 and gets away. Okay, wasn't ready for Jocko, slipped the net. What do you reckon, Chad? Is it really going to be
they keep
another
going in
retake?
G2's favor, don't they?
They really do.
How can you bet against them?
Okay, pushing through the camera, smoke and punish. That's what you wanted to see for a 3D Max. Jocko double. G2, one of the first times we've seen a retake go awry.
Yeah. Well, they will cause a couple of extra rounds here, 3D Max. Money for Malbs and Monacy is at the higher end. And these are the easiest kills of Jocko's life. Just running through the smoke. Doesn't have to adjust his crosshair too far. And of course, we will see the force. Could still end here. I wouldn't put it past it because the key element of this G2 team that hasn't been necessary in this map is the Monacy Nico individual takeover. Like the absolute mauling. It's a B-pop.
Through the lurk smoke. Malbs gets 2 on the farmhouse. Hunter here to chip in as well. Oh, chaos. And not in favor of 3D Max. Smoke temple. Maybe you can get that bomb planted. Oh, fumble the util. Nervous. Maka walking straight into Snax. He's going to have another try. Try and occupy Snax's position. This can really go south quickly. Catch a glimpse, takes him down. Maka in the 1v3. Oh, lots of damage. Pushing in now, looking to isolate these jewels. A crazy one tap from Maka, but it's not enough. Monacy secures it for G2. A stomping, a thrashing, a dominant force, one map away from the Major.
Panel live indeed. Yes, guys, we weren't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. I've been here before. Every time G2 gets to 12 rounds, they never close it out. I was expecting overtime. But no, we're ready. We're here. G2 are doing it, Yanko.
Yet another untrained die, Richard.
Astralis, they could be eliminating them in one map's time.
It's Captain Kurt versus Captain Cadian. See how that one boils down. You can, of course, throw that one up on your screen as well. And we'll find out whether or not this is just going to be as comfortable for G2 as that first map. It did feel like everything went their way, right? Like, they look good, but there was also like 3 clutches that went in their favor.
Exactly. So everything was coming up trumps for G2. Now, right now, the team talk shouldn't be consisting of what the game plan's going to look like. That should have happened overnight in preparation, maybe even this morning. What it should be now is keeping the necessary level of intensity and focus as a team to get the job done. Oh.
That's a quick start.
Isn't it just? Infiltrating lower tunnels and upper B. Completely clear.
Lucky.
He's been good on the pistols.
Yeah, and bravely does venture back into the duel on top mid with Nico. That P250 doesn't get anything done. Drive-by from Lucky, double trouble.
Well, out long with the smoke of Malb, so the possibility to block and cross, if they could, getting the bomb down would be a boon considering the number disadvantage. Smoke's in the air. Might run through exercise. Oh, it's missed.
That's a bad smoke, and he had an opportunity that he's been punished for missing. Want to see in Malbs, watch out for these two, otherwise it's going to all have to be Lucky. Not anymore, he's down. A 2 versus 2, falling apart, falling through their fingers. Nice tracking, Maka actually gets it from long side, taps away. One more bullet would do it. 3 HP, and Jocko converts. Got a little sketchy there, a little scary. A pistol start for 3D Max. It's going to be the second round conversion that's compulsory as well.
Well, yeah, we just had that same conversation on Anubis, didn't we? So the bomb going down, there will be investments to work with.
Yeah, thanks to Monacy. Great little contribution there. Punishes Exercise for not being able to finish the job. That's the one tap into Hunter. And then onto Nico. So a double onto the Kovac cousins. A third contribution from Lucky. And yeah, Mac are very important to ensure this doesn't go awry.
Yeah, you bring up the family element of that as well. So you would assume that Hunter won't be joining Nico over at Falcon. So the end of the ride, the two of them always wanting to play together. They've had that opportunity.
They've lifted trophies together.
Oh, yes, indeed.
It's
Katowice's, Cologne's.
It's been a fantastic run. And G2, as you highlighted as well, you know, just full-on professionals, despite the knowledge that this may be their last opportunity as a 5-man roster. And
he's taking hefty damage again.
An early lick. Yeah, that's through mid. Maka inflicts some early damage and finishes off the job as well. Jocko is in a lot of trouble. I say that, I'd like to take it back. He's no longer in a spot of bother. I thought I saw that Molotov being thrown towards the platform, but they do strike in unison and defend successfully. A force buy from G2 getting them nowhere.
Hunter can't go anywhere. Yeah, call the ambulance, but not for 3D Max. Hunter will... I thought he was considering throwing the AK away. If Gravity is able to get his hands on this, it'll be a title upgrade. Everyone will have rifles. Look at the little stack set up. Dealt with. As,
Gravity, run.
He is going to take his little legs as far as they'll go, and he will not be retrieving any of the rifles. So it will just be the MP9, but that might work out okay. It should be the eco. So maybe, just maybe, Gravity gets to go for a farm fest, and then they can bring out the Maka AWP into the next. No crazy drops from G2. See a deagle for Malbs. Same to be said for Nico. So might play past the parcel. Oh, even Monacy's invested. That's 3 scary names on the Deegs.
Yeah,
Corralling them for now.
You have to strike a balance, don't you, of not playing scared against them, but simultaneously not giving them too many chances.
Yeah, precisely.
Sorry, it sounds like Harry's giving birth next door.
Yeah, which he knows a lot about these days, doesn't he? Mr. Russell, we can hear you through the walls, sir. What do you reckon? He's trying to touch his toes
I'm
or
trying
something?
to work out.
Him and Hugo are wrestling?
Yeah.
Wrestling?
much here for them. They will get that little sight line over the smoke. And Maka making short work of the two of them. That's Nico and Monosi's threat neutralized. And you've even got that nice little contingency in Gravity up close on the doors. Oh, Maka, clean with it.
Nice round from him. I know it's just farming unarmored opponents. Gravity, there you go. All right, 2 on the MP9. Can drop an AWP across to Maka. You can take Maka's M4.
I understand Gravity hasn't had a fantastic start here at in Shanghai.
I wouldn't be surprised if nerves are playing on the kid, right?
Oh,
you just
sure.
take a look at him. He's a young buck.
Yeah, what was it on Anubis? Okay, yeah, so he did get more than his previous total, but it is still yet to be the double-digit frag total. From
21 years of age.
And what, some of his first LAN games with the 3D Max roster?
Well, he's part of Gen 1, so had an opportunity to come up through, I guess that's the grassroots of French Counter-Strike.
Yeah. Touch of aggression, experimented with it, but I think twice.
I just think it's always good if you're going to either show the option of pushing into lower tunnels with that smoke that obscures, because it just slows down the default and forces more utility out of the T's to take this space. But they didn't invest into the AWP, curiously enough. I thought they would have wanted to bring that out ASAP, knowing it was less than likely for G2, considering the way that these rounds have funneled forward. Not many kills, still on the goose egg, Nico, Snax, and Hunter.
So after those early 30 seconds, they start their pincer through mid. Got that lower control, top mid, Malbs and Monacy, and Gravity's going to play in front of this door smoke. Forced into the fight is Maka. How has he got 2? Nico and Monacy again, this time on the guns, and now with activation of Gravity. It does boil down to a 2v2, so Malbs and Hunter have done great work to equalize, but momentary success. Jocko down, Hunter drops into the fight. Jocko going to be kicking himself that he didn't finish the job right there. Now up to Lucky. And Hunter, so good in the clutch! Going G2's way again, Hunter saves them. No Nico, no Monacy, no problem.
This is massive from Maka though, isn't it? And you think he's done enough as the trades just start coming in left, right, and center. They pinch it down, the aggressive maneuver as they take the space. Hunter removes Gravity and then just has to win out. Quite a difficult round indeed. Good shooting from Hunter. It's not Snax coming up clutch, but Hunter this time round.
Oh, the beast.
And we talk about him as a big game player, or a stage player at least. Well, this is an important matchup, and, well, Taz didn't like the way that one felt. Sure, they convert it. We'll be taking a timeout to discuss their options. Now, the fact that you only had one player staying alive, you can only drop one gun. Everybody around that, 3 and a bit mark. And another key factor is also looking at the spawns available on Dust2, because that will limit your options on the T side. Malbs and Hunter with okay-ish long spawns, so we'll see what that timeout has netted them in the approach. Monacy into a scout against Maka's AWP. Tough round.
Look at them. Jocko charging with Gravity. And spotted now. This is it. The jig is up. You have to hit your shots, and bombs loose. They take down one. Hunter down. Monacy low. Oof. An aggressive nade. Jocko nails it onto Monacy. And now a 3v3 thanks to Nico's handiwork. He has punished that mid-aggress.
So they're playing a casual server with this type of aggression.
Look at Exercise. Again, pushing. The 3D Max aggressive CT side. Ooh, nearly channeled him straight into Maka there. He is still unknown. You just won't believe it if you're Nico.
Well, he needs to live.
Oh, Exercise keeps him busy. Nico, 9 bullets, and now out long as Snax and Malbs. So Lucky, completely distracted by all of this. It's just Nico keeping 2 players very busy as Maka looks to hard clear this one through. Spots out Nico. You're going to be...
Freebie.
I mean, I can't believe it. There's an AWP upper. There's an AWP upper, says Nico, but now they'll accelerate to the cross. Lucky, that looks like a well-placed nade. Malbs gets across. Not spotted on it. Oh, and gets away. Playing for the retake. Kit on Exercise, working his way up the ramp. Malbs, though, in that sweet spot, manages to get the walk up here. Snax exposed. More of a distraction. Lucky, good awareness that Malbs could be here in the smoke. They spam away. They will connect. It's Maka again. His 11th. As Snax, has he got another clutch in him first, Hunter? But this is asking a little too much. As it's going to be 3D Max returning to their winning ways immediately off of the Hunter clutch.
Yeah, and I love the approach, right? They're actually not backing down from going toe-to-toe with G2. Really in their face, happy to take the jewels. disrespecting and making sure they salvage that AWP. So Maka ran back, scooped that up, and will keep that to his advantage. 11-1 currently, Maka.
Yeah, he's looked fantastic. On the rifle as well. I mean, his M4 shots we saw when he's Molotoved into the fights towards middle, and now on his AWP, we'll see if he can match that output. 11-1 short. 5 rounds in. That's a m0NESY special. Nails Jocko on the cross. Just a scout, all he needs. Lucky, hang on. Tested. Gonna be in trouble if he does wait around here. Malb sweeps into short, very early days, and Lucky sticking around or drops off. Thinks twice about that. You're at a man disadvantage, and G2 congregate short.
If Lucky tucks in Goose, he can actually just hide. He has a flash to set himself up for the palm tree. Exercise to chip in as well. And, well, Maka's not too far behind. I like this gamble, right? They didn't heavy rotate to help B. They're sitting down, ready to lock this.
Yeah, Nico drops CT. The rest starting to advance. Oh, good flash. Fantastic setup. Exercise and Lucky knock him down. Nico, the unknown entity, so I guess it's a question of how Gravity rotates and whether or not he feels the need to, with m0NESY yet to commit with the bomb.
Gravity is aware of everything that's open, so he's just going to park the bus as well. I think it's okay to give up the site.
Maka's even investigating this. Oh, good shot from Nico. Punishes the unnecessary search.
This gets tough now.
It does. Exercise and Gravity either side of the map. m0NESY scout already a fantastic headshot. Now spots out Gravity and Nico delivers the headshot. B is open for business. Exercise realizes it's a race now between the two of them. Nico tracking him. Ear pressed to the wall. Here's this as m0NESY scarpers over to bring that bomb. Gets himself tucked into the site. Nico spotted the advance of Exercise. Picks himself up an incendiary, which could prove useful. Nade and swing. Nico. Oh, he gets another. m0NESY and Nico, with their powers combined, turn that round on its head.
Well, there's the star power of the two of them coming into play for G2. I liked it from 3D Max because when you lose a B player early, you're going to assume they're going to try and pressure that side of the map and deal with the rotations. You would expect them to have to cheat a player like CT Spawn to deal with mid doors so you can still lock down B, but that wasn't the case. 3D Max had all the bodies ready to clamp down on the short play, so they had read the maneuver of G2 correctly. They stalled them out completely, but they couldn't get the conversion, and that one really hurts, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the star power kicking in. And now they're just going to disrespect you, charge into your B-bomb site despite your stack. You're not going to get a single frag. I tell a lie, they get 2. Exercise and Maka's USP's connecting, but the round is G2's. Snax makes it so. But yeah, you're right. That round is going to have echoes throughout this half now.
Yeah, that's the one that got away.
Yeah.
It could have been a really, really strong start, and now it's just a one-round game. So how quick the tables can turn.
And after what was an incredible start to the half as well from Maka, that's just a little bit of an unforced error on the search from Nico. But then, well, with brilliant players, they can punish that mistake and make a round out of it. This is a different call.
Yeah, so back to B again.
Okay, we get to see the protocols of 3D Max put to the test. And walking into the angle. A team kill onto Malbs, but it doesn't matter. Nico's mad.
Save. Oh no, they're coming tunnels. They'll give it a look. They're closer than I thought.
m0NESY responsible for that and actually juggles an additional Molotov to ensure this post plant, but will he be surprised by their progress?
Oh, he will be.
He is, yeah, he's still not considering it as an option. Now he is just going to be playing a very smart Molotov jiggle defense. I think for 3D Max, they've seen enough. A deep smoke on your tunnels advance, not going to be going for this one.
I don't think G2 knew how much danger they were in, really, with the dark pressure. It's a quick rotation from 3D Max, but we're all tied up and literally just bullying the B bomb site. So that is really quite difficult to stomach considering the flow of the last 3 rounds. G2 now in the driver's seat. So loss bonus 2,400. They save 3 guns. But
So,
yeah, you can't drop M4s.
yeah. Jocko just was not anticipating anything more than a standard default on that engagement B. Gets run over.
Wozink on the mic. I think you take the eco. Well, you don't. You play behind the saved guns. Sorry. and then you can buy next round anyway, and you could still make something work. So how do you want to try and facilitate Maka? I think, and if we take a look at what spawn he's been presented with, it's not a great one. It's quite literally in the middle of the pack. So if you wanted to go for a long pick, they are going with Famises. All right, fair enough. They think they can lock horns. So Famises for the likes of Exercise and Gravity. Isn't it crazy, right? You see the difference in approach. You look at Big, and then you look at 3D Max, and in the same situation, you get two completely different outcomes.
Yeah, Big would have had a game plan around the safe rifles. Now, 3D Max has got a game plan around everything. Chips to the center of the table. A smoke on the cross. And a long test. m0NESY straight out, ready to push through that long corner smoke. Exercise gets out of there.
Malps?
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
He's
Malps
had a couple of rounds with sticky nades. Remember
Sticky,
the 1v3 that he was on Beyond Anubis? He went to Molly Dark behind him, but it didn't go. Hello. Hello indeed. Heart stopped for a moment, did Jocko's, but gets the kill, and now you know they're condemned to long, at least for the interim.
Okay. Your protocols are in place. Calm Molly. Jocko killing Hunter does kind of slow you down. I think Nico's worried about this. Exact. Oh, eventuality.
What did he even see?
I don't even know, bro. He's shooting at follicles right now.
Well, now you have to send an individual back to B. That's an overstep from Jocko.
Bro, I mean, yeah, only players like Nico are hitting that one, but it is a punished overstep. And there's a chance at a return, bro. He is in pursuit of glory right now. He's just trying to get that major ticket booked. Good bowling there from Exercise. Will punish and convert the damage of Gravity.
Well, Mabs is still low from lacking the extinguish.
No one's holding him right now, of course, not to know. But there is a little window of opportunity where he could have slipped past.
Well, that's just because 3D Max opened up too many options.
Now Mac has realized, yeah, they could be ramp actually. Ooh, Malbs gets him! Important trade. Awkward for everyone. Missed shot from the AWP, gets punished. Now up to Snax in the 1v2 as he got one in him. The answer doesn't look clear. Jumping USP! Oh, lucky the new Kelly. Same spot, same flag. 3D Max given a gift as Lucky denies the 1v2.
Oh, Lucky has had some impact there, hasn't he? And then on the clear on the smoke, he even had a kill, so the comms must have been raw. It must have been quite erratic for G2 because Snax wasn't quite sure where he was coming from. This is, yeah, Mal's not being able to get the smoke off in time. Almost cost him his life, but Lucky closes it down. And the famous investment behind the saves pays off.
Wow.
They're starting 4 long.
Okay, they'll get early info there. Nico, look at him, just determined to get towards the doors as quick as possible.
He's 1 minute 40. He's going to walk through it.
He is walking through the door smoke, and it's young gun Gravity with an MP9 on the other side of this. The chances of him being prepared for this are slim. Oh, he wins the 1v1. Takes down Nico, takes his rifle, takes an opening.
Mac is going to get blindsided.
Yeah,
look at Hunter's position.
Right. He's not ready for this.
He'll trade no matter what, or Hunter should. Oh, he's got away!
I can't believe it. With 1 HP to spare, Maka punishes m0NESY. He's incredibly lucky. Gravity and Maka. 3 points of health between them as Exercise activates. That's a big boatload of info. Jocko, high alert here, goes looking, trying to catch that timing on the jump up. Good find, puts Malbs down. Bomb heard, Hunter's rebuttal denied. Jocko can't find the third, but Snax, imminent death. Fate sealed by the FAMAS tags in the flank and pushes into his demise. 6 now for 3D Max as they are making a half out of this.
Yeah, you can see the importance of that 2v4, 2v3 scenario that Nico and m0NESY won, right? So these rounds for G2 are not going to come easily. I think on the CT side is where you expect the individual shut down. So how many more can 3D Max post? 8-4 possible and potentially likely. This will have to be an eco of sorts for G2. Again, it's just a couple of deagles.
They like the way that B-side tasted. Nico fed an AWP bullet. Missed opportunities for Snax' Deeg. Jocko well aware of just the one, though. Now spots out a second, commits to the spray while blind. And now supported by the nade of Gravity. Some solid nades out of 3D Max here, and he pieces together the round. Hunter's Glock actually gets the job done. Now a Deagle upgrade off his teammate's corpse, just hoping for another one before he gets run down.
Now we'll return to the best of ones yesterday for the openers of Group B here for the European RMRs, and it was 9 Pandas versus G2, and G2 won the first half 93 on the CT side. And then it was the T side where they had their struggles. They had to take it to overtime and get it done there, where it was 4-1. So they really turned it on once the finances was not so much of a worry. But there was definitely some scrutiny, and in those T rounds they were getting dominated. It was lack of kills in just the spread as part of that 9 Pandas comeback. So you do expect G2 to do their better work on the CT side.
Testing and winning the head-to-head. Exercise brings down Malbs and Nico dinked by gravity.
Pushes keep coming.
Yeah, m0NESY ready for this one. Missed his flick. Lucky punishes. This is some high-octane Counter-Strike. Just full aggressive defense. Nice tap. Traded by Orp, who's of course pushed mid. The Dust will settle for a moment, but those CTs are not standing still.
No, and Nico, if he catches a sound cue, does he fire? I'm not sure the CTs will push this far. Okay, he's heard 2.
Yeah.
He's definitely heard 2. So we need to look at the map now. Snax has the bomb available palm tree. We'll be able to scoop that up for free. Mac has left the AWP to opt for the AK-47. And still looking for room are Maka and Jocko. They are searching here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, but this is the chance. That's the shot.
Wow.
And what a banger. Maka.
Nico was laughing after that one.
He's hit that, I guess. Wallbang headshot.
17 and 4, Alex.
Yeah, dude. He's absolutely having the best of games. Snax in a 1 versus 3.
Not another clutch, Snax. Come on now,
Yeah,
mate.
he's had his quota.
Let's be sensible, shall we?
Exercise, why is he... I mean, if he's flashed, if he gets flashed, hoping to be overlooked. Oh no, Exercise, why? Standing in the open. Worried about long, I suppose, from Snax, and so as a product of that, the 1v3 is taking shape. It has to be Maka, the laser beam. Can he hit another, or will Snax steal a 5th round for G2's T-side campaign? Uncertain is Snax. No idea as to where Maka's coming from and bides his time, hoping Snax overplays his hand, plants for short, walks into his crosshairs. Snax looking the wrong way. It's Maka to save the day. A valiant attempt from Snax. 2 of the 3 attained by their leader, and it will be that 8-round half.
Well, it's getting a bit hot in there. You can see Gravity taking off the hoodie.
Warmed himself into things.
What a great half. Look at the scoreboard. That is Maka just putting on a show. And I know that he had a few eco bashes in there, but it was the aim against those pistols that was the highlight. But they have gone on the offensive and taken it to G2, locking horns and...
One more. Two more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is a demonic CT side, actually.
Oh, dear.
I mean, just... Their CT side is what, like, you know, when I feel like, okay, this team obviously thinks they're better than me, and they're just running at me.
Yeah.
But they're doing it to G2.
Yeah, well, how many times did you see m0NESY on 3 kills?
True. True.
So this is his chance to turn things around in the second half, or we'll be going the distance. Third and deciding map of Ancient, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, indeed.
What a talent Maka is showing up to be. Albeit volatile, incredibly so.
Oh, yeah.
But when he's on, he looks fantastic. I still have that Ancient throw in my head. I can't stop thinking about it. The 3D Max, do you remember the 1v3 where he jump peeks CT with the bomb, spinning the bomb on his hands, and they throw a 1 versus 3?
There's been a couple of 3D Max
okay, I
moments
watched it like
that.
24 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay, you've got that on repeat in your brain.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking about it anymore, right? So 3D Max will probably...
Yeah, it's out of your system.
Yeah, exactly. Malbs ready to receive, and oh, okay, good tap onto Exercise. The trade not there immediately. He's making them work for it, which is good. Buys time. Jocko does eventually bring him down.
Had the info on the bomb, so a rotation on the way.
Yeah, looks like they're going to piece together the commit here. m0NESY, there's m0NESY in the feed. Just for one, Gravity humbles him. Great flashes, all 3.
Oh, needed that.
Oh, yeah, lost vision. Hunter, actually a little bit of a cheeky play, implies he's one where. And now, unfortunately, the sound cue heard. They'll know that He's near that new
my
box.
God.
They're 3-man pushing the smoke, and they're going to be unable to find him. Hunter communicates that, relays the information to Snax as they're running B. What? Who are these men?
The French flavor.
What is going on? Lucky gets away with the bomb. What a pivot.
The creativity at an all-time high.
Yeah, creative is a great word for it.
Well, 3D Max, you just have to punt this one in now, 9-4.
With Maka holding the cross. Like, it's just so dreamy. Yeah, he has 3 bullets. And 3 bullets do not connect. So now they know there's just 2 to find. A crossfire on the site, and Maka keeping him busy. Hunter down, Snax 3 bullets, 3 targets. Lucky will run him down to make it 9, and another pistol win. We saw the stats come up. It was like 35% pistol win in Dust2 for 3D Max. They've just won both of them against G2. So we said, Anubis, everything goes G2's way. Seems here on Dust2, the opposite.
Yeah, well, both teams come in more than prepared for their opponents today. It does look like Ancient's necessary.
If you're Hunter, after that half, and you saw his reaction, then you just hear 3 players running past you in the cross smoke. Baffling.
Oh, they're forced.
Fine line between brilliance and stupidity. Ooh, Snax is in a very powerful position if he goes overlooked. Unlikely. Maka's Mac 10 to drive by and clear. Oh, even more diligent. A Molotov confirms his presence. Forced into the fight, and Maka collects. Hard shots to be hitting here, but it's mouths. It's mouths after all. 1.5, but still cleaned up nice and neat. And m0NESY finds himself with 3 to find. Smoked on the doors, needs to be good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bad smoke, but he's not going to be looking to punish it.
He's trying to... Oh, I thought he was trying to beat them to their rotation, but he's going to get sprung through the smoke on the Mac 10. Hits the tag, but not the frag. That's 10 and surely 11 for 3D Max.
We have a game, folks. A 13-5 punish onto 3D Max's Anubis.
It is so fun, though, the way that they've won this. It's not by the book. You know, they've kind of torn it up and thrown it out the window and said, let's fight fire with fire.
They tore up the whole book, and they've made a very nice French flag collage with the pieces.
Eiffel Tower, croissants.
Yeah. Cigarettes. Nico trying to give them a taste of their own medicine with just that mid-occupation. It is just that Desert Eagle. And Gravity not shy. Peeks into Nico, successful. Clean shots from Lucky as well. Maka long range on the Mac 10.
And Lucky's the one who started things off in great fashion. Remember the CT pistol, the USP frags. He was in lower tunnels, killed Nico and Hunter, even had to get a third. As Snax will get something, but it's a consolation at this stage. We'll be able to just wrap this one up, put a little bow on it, and call it 11. Hunter wants to take something home for Christmas, but Gravity says no. As G2 have been brought back to Earth.
And this is what I was saying when I said I'm excited for 3D Max.
There you go.
Because this is the kind of Counter-Strike. It is exciting. And also, you get to see both sides of the coin in this series alone. Do you see a tech called by Lucky? See if that's going to be a quick, easy issue to resolve while they're working that one out.
Done already.
Oh, boom.
Whatever it was, not that big of a problem. But this is where an opportunity for a crazy comeback story.
Yes.
G2, you get m0NESY on the AWP. Oh, just an alt-tab. That's fair enough. We know that sometimes it can take a while to alt-tab back in.
Yeah, rather be safe than sorry.
Depends on your resolution.
16:9 is the fastest, but...
I heard that Nico's on native. Is that true?
Has he gone native?
So I read the other day, and I was someone in our little group, but I'm
Confirm or
not
deny?
sure.
G2 stands? Tell me. Let me know.
Oh, m0NESY needs to activate and now. It's not all on him, but this is the CT side, and you're the AWPer. Quickly springing into action to grab this mid control. Wary of lower tunnels because of that CT smoke that you can see about to fade on your screens right now.
Yeah, in combination with Lucky sweeping through as well. They're feeling comfortable enough to play the next stage, which is that Molotov from Jocko. Clears out the angle for the drop-off AWPing. m0NESY's got a different angle, actually, on the baskets. Same philosophy, can re-peek through.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there is potential that Jocko goes overlooked here. Oh, quick pop, nice frag, Gravity combines. Nico a dink. Gravity still swinging, going as wide as he can, testing Nico's aim just on the tip of the head, and Malbs combines with Nico to repel the double swing. Lucky, during the meantime, has managed to get himself across, and Snax, oh, perfect. Macca's flash actually gets the assist. He threw that through doors.
Bomb's on the way.
It's 3v3, and now look at this, the pendulum swinging. Malbs is going to overlook it, the flank from Exercise. These guys are so cheeky. Clean taps, back of the head, Exercise for 3! Revolting flank, pulling G2, making them dance to the French national anthem.
That is just so frustrating if you're G2. Oh, wait, they're in B. Oh, no, there's still a guy long, and just obliterates 3 at range with the Galil. Makes it look serviceable.
What? This is going to be an equivalent. This could even be a better result than the stomp on Anubis.
Oh, well, well. We got a series after all.
Everything has gone 3D Max's way.
Yeah, and that's the exact conversation we had with Anubis in G2's favor.
Okay. Ooh, a little flirt of aggression here, Hunter. I mean, he made a step. Gravity. Up against that MP9, tussling with Hunter, a messy one. And now Nico there to bail out his cousin. Okay, this is a chance for G2 to take a less favorable round. They've already got themselves the 2 frags. Boosting over, trying to find that angle onto Malbs, playing this one safe. And the rotation's already here. So is the flashbang, they're all doing the dance, and it's his turn for damage. Malbs swings on out. Clean conversion, 3 flash assists for Hunter. A well-timed flash is everything on this CT side.
Oh, and they all got an AK. Snax out there in time.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
But
if only you could get the AWP on Monacy, you'd have the Royal Flush.
This is what happened on Anubis, though. Like, it felt like 3D Max won a round where they probably shouldn't have, and then G2 got things done. So we'll find out just how similar the scripts are. Oh, I wanted to get it done before things get out of control.
The players always type .p instead of, you know, like .pause, whatever, the alternatives. But I have yet to not think it's just they're doing like the tongue out emoji.
Oh, that's what you see every time, but with only one eye.
Well, yeah, he's winking.
Oh, he's winking.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But it is going to be a moment to catch their breath, compose themselves, and probably just work out how you can get this finish done right here and right now. You've got everything you need, bar some nades on Macca. Sooner rather than later, or G2 find a crazy comeback of their own on Dust2.
Well, taking a look at the spawns, Macca has the worst, right? So maybe they boost him suicide, but he'll be there late for information. And these are all the little details you got to keep in mind. So he will drop down, and he will get boosted, but having to deal with the short push, can't give them info on the mid-cross. Door smoke lands, then the flash, and the molly towards blue bin. So you can see how that's layered, right, from G2. It's not just stop them immediately to try and catch them in the open, and they will retain long control. Mid-doors, Gravity?
Brave.
But I love it, because he's had a hard time at the RMRs. Right now, 14 kills, and he's making plays. I enjoy the fact that we're seeing him find himself.
Yeah, this has been his best map so far, and emboldened to go for that fight. Nico just quicker this time around. On that new box angle, Jocko considering it. They're coming to test Hunter. Jocko, an easy pick-in for Hunter. Trying to finish B. Macca opts for the rifle. Does he lose his life from that flashbang? Snax spotted out by Exercise, gets that info. That's valuable information for G2. Now they are trying to push for the punish. 19. Very little help for Snax to work with, but he still gets the job done, supported nicely by Hunter. Macca last heard double doors. A couple of kills to remove the AKs would be nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to get that. Yeah, they spammed him, and Nico will remove him.
Now the Royal Flush is on. G2, that is the comeback package if ever I saw it. 4 AKs, AWP. 3D Max economy broken.
I think that if you're G2, you're definitely still believing, and not even like a cliche perspective. You know that this is your better half. You know this is where your individuals get to come online. Obviously, you can't have a single footfall. When that's the tightrope that you have to walk, it's a long way down and it's a long way back. You're going to have to play a whole new map. Whereas, sure, to build all the way back into this, I'm sure Richard, Yanko, and Blair are already at the analyst desk just having to sit idly by. But it could be a storied comeback. Now, they get a freebie right now. But this is where the flair or the creative nature, or we could even call it randomness, it really depends on what side of the fence you're sitting, gets to come in for 3D Max. Because you have a few rounds where you get to throw anything their way, and you just have to stick the landing on one. So try something out of the box.
Yeah, well,
like this. Oh.
Not quite. But like the gravity walk mid, you know, that was kind of,
sure.
That's an equivalent.
Yeah, I don't hate it. How about a Glock round?
Oh, what
Still,
is going
it's a 2v2.
on? And they're going for pace. Gap in that smoke. Jocko could be swung upon. No trade available. Wait, Maka gets it. 25 frags, 6 bullets, and he's up against Snax to save G2 from a third map. The slate being wiped clean. He's walked under his crosshair. Snax none the wiser. Now he gets a sound cue.
He has the jump on him.
Maka, complete and perfect timing here. You heard the dismount. Snax has opted for car. 30 seconds and bomb on his back. Snax. Another clutch demanded of him. And G2 could fumble on just a full Glock eco. Patience. Likely. Oh, he just looked away. Snax is there and Maka's done it! How on earth is that the round? Talking about the chances of a comeback, Maka, he converts an incredible Dust2 performance. The best we've seen out of Gravity, 26 for Maka. And a clutch unlike anything Snax has seen.
Glocks.
It's a liquid.
13-0. Now, 3D Max are no liquid.
Okay.
But
That's
they are
true.
3D Max.
They are 3D Max, though. And I can't help but wonder, can you play Ancient, even remotely similar style to that of Dust2, which was just up in your face disrespect with a capital D?
Now, look, it's definitely possible with mid and B lane, but I would say that the port that you wouldn't expect it through was going to be like A main pushes, right?
True.
So if you want to think about mid and its functionality, maybe we'll see A main as a bit of a port of call.
Yeah, well, we're going to be seeing G2 start on the defense of Ancient. 3D Max take to the attack. And we'll see how this one fares. Hunter audible as he heads towards the donut position. Starting 4 towards the B site and no early commitment. Look at this kind of split and pick. Searching is Maka. Nico in this little off angle, hoping to be overlooked, and he does profit. Lovely positioning and a lovely headshot to start off G2's campaign for a pistol win.
Important to put him down early. He was on an absolute tear on Dust2, the hero for the Frenches. Hunter takes next contact. He will need to call over the cavalry, but how many? That's the question. Pivoting into A now, he's spotted mid and A main gooshed, and under pressure is Hunter.
Yeah, it's going to lead a bit of a rotation. Gravity lingers in red to catch their rotation as Exercise brings him down. Look at the bomb, though, as Gravity is going to be waiting for that rotation. Nika and Snax already CT. Malb's cautious of Gravity potentially holding this rotation. Jocko's bringing the bomb now.
Ooh, long rotation point.
50 seconds to do this.
Well, they're frozen in place. Statues, 3D Max, while they wait for this. Feels like they will get the bomb down.
Good patience from Gravity, not overplaying his hand. He is the late piece, and that bomb will go down now. That will get m0NESY moving. Smoking a kit on Nico. Nalb's audible as he leaves. m0NESY's going to be making sound as well if Gravity waits a little longer. He'll be behind the whole squad. Oh, this patience from Gravity could very well be round defining. Exercise needs one at least. Dual Berettas from Mouse. Oh, plucked from the skies, but traded. There's m0NESY. Nico should hit this one, but Lucky, good work on the Glock. Gravity late arrival. Snax, no hope here. Too many bodies. Another big pistol out of Lucky.
Well, Anubis T-side pistol, he had 4 kills. I think he had 3 or 4 on the Dust2 CT side pistol, and now 3 more to kick off the third and deciding map.
It ain't luck. You can't keep calling it luck at this point. This dude has got the skills to pay the bills and to start with the right foot forward up on this third and deciding map.
Well, this is where 3D Max's playstyle might get them into a bit of, well, a spot of bother. We want to keep it British.
Wow, that's
flames.
some crazy pushes.
Yeah.
Hunter gets lucky, but the flames will catch him from the grave. m0NESY loses his AK just like that. That was the hero rifle gone. So a spot of aggression. Now a spot of Jocko.
Yeah,
Snax gets info.
Had his hands on it for a moment, didn't he? But that's what I was talking about. If you are going to play this high intensity against a force buy, it can be a little bit coin tossy. So they're fortunate that they've come out on top of those duels.
Good smoke. Good smoke from Snax. It will slow their search and confirmation of presence. Hang on, Maka's even knocking on Nico's door. Malbs cheats over and Nico hits a banger.
Clean up crew.
Okay, taking shape. Exercise and Jocko. Can molly out. Oh, you've fumbled the molly. You've mollied yourself. You've pushed through it and isolated yourself. Now Jocko isolated. Oh, perfect for Nico to profit. Second round conversions, eluding 3D Max at times. And this one seems like they've tripped over their own shoelaces. Can Exercise tie things up a little bit now? He knows there's two dancing with him on the site. A smoke to facilitate, but Nico destroys. The Desert Eagle Blaze fills the feed and breaks the back to 3D Max.
Okay. This is the exact type of Counter-Strike they were hoping for. Let's see. 3D Max, your turn to force and lock horns again. Oh. Bomb doesn't go down, so it is going to be a tough one to piece together. But they look like they're facilitating with a bit of U2. Exercise quite heavy in that level of investment. He just has a Glock to go along with his nades. He's thrown out the red smoke, has flashes. They're just going to force these straight through middle, Alex.
Okay, m0NESY and Hunter, you had a bit of a mess last time. Will it be cleaner here? Extinguish.
Here comes the second flash.
Second flash. Hunter's anti. m0NESY clears. Lucky hits a long-range one. Oh, hang on. Hunter's dead off the one. So if Malbs falls, A is open. Oh, no way he gets them all. Full control, my friends. 4 on the Galil. Quad kill spray. Doesn't let go of the trigger.
And that feels a bit tough for 3D Max. They know that Malbs is the A anchor. They get both mid kills and they just hold W. They run into their demise and this is it. You see them all just lining up. This is where you'd hope they could take a breath, but Momentum trying to use that as their biggest weapon.
m0NESY's had a rough start.
Exactly, and I was just going to have a question regarding his last map's disappearance and Maka's revolution. Well, m0NESY, you have been able to be bailed out.
Yeah, first Nico, now Malbs. So they're both putting in a good shift.
They did miss the elbow molly, but it's not the end of the world because it is the fullest of ecos. Maka just with a deagle, so not the fullest of ecos. We'll recommend everybody goes and whack the match between Bait and Astralis on your secondary monitor as well. Won't spoil the result for you over there. It's still ongoing. It is on map number 2. And Astralis, they're in a 0-2 bucket right now. Elimination on the line. Malbs, are you going to eco bash some more? Well, a warning shot fired and 3D Max will silently ping pong elsewhere. Give m0NESY a couple. Let him start building a bit of confidence. 3. There you go.
That Desert Eagle from Maka has resulted in him having to make a choice. Does he want to have some nades? Yes, he does. Just the Galil. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. Nico and actually Malbs are still working with their recovered scavenged Galils of their own. It's a relatively even playing field for the majority. Up 3D Max. Oh, okay, Hunter boosted and actually braves the flame. So 50 HP as he emerges through this. Where was the flashbang? Jocko had full vision of that push through the smoke. An opening kill for 3D Max. Now a little boost erected to try and confirm that Jag is under their control. They've got the nice little flow state in action here and ahead of the incendiary. That's okay. Wow, this is some pacey counter-strike. Nico peeks in, challenges out by gravity. Can he convert? A tough head-to-head, but he connects, and the wallbang does too. Snax collapses. G2's round disintegrates.
I love how premeditated a lot of that was. Mantling that boost up immediately after they get the kill on a Hunter, clearing out Cave, and then it was just pacey, as you mentioned. Lucky, if you clear your corners, you might get m0NESY for free. He's quick changing. Okay. An AK grab for a moment's time. There is going to be money for the buy into the next, regardless of these two holding onto their weapons or not. But it's more about the future rounds. 3D Max will make it a one-round game with a nice explosive approach. And this is where it can get a bit dicey for G2. If you are going to go for the full mid and lane press and play right into the hands of 3D Max, they get to thrive in the chaos through the smokes. And there's definitely ways that you can make those situations a little bit easier for yourself. You highlighted where's the flash. Well, it's tough to really look at everything that's going on in that moment. But that's where you can see if they dodge a flash, maybe next round they don't. Like it's quite truly the tiniest of margins that can be the difference makers.
There is no team that I've seen that pulls it off as consistently as Na'Vi. Their procedures on their aggresses with those flashbangs, Alexi B's got some mad ones. Their synergy, their unity in that aggress, it's hard to beat. Already a guarantee, we'll be seeing them at the Major.
Yeah, top 16 locked in elimination stage.
Well, top 16 available for G2 to put their hat in that ring of the biggest names, the giants of our scene. But 3D Max are giving them a good run for their money. Jocko not this time, unable to put a bullet onto Malbs. Lucky just contacts out. Malbs playing a jiggle defense. Now spotted. Relays that information. m0NESY readies his aim on red.
Nico's starting to pivot back. Maybe he works in tandem with m0NESY to clear out red. And then Malbs can come through Donut and they can sweep middle.
That's exactly what they're doing. Oh, a sound cue given away. That's
he wants to molly. Oh, he thought he wanted to molly.
Yeah, as he's fumbling with his util. He gets them both. How's he done that? And then a double from Exercise as they leave Donut. Not expecting still there to be presence in the elbow. Snax thrust into an unwinnable 1 versus 4. Caught on his quick switch, brought low through the wallbang of gravity.
Oh,
just shy.
Yeah, he just gets to live for a moment longer, doesn't he? So he should be walking to his demise, but it looked like m0NESY wanted to get the incendiary on red, which I understand the reason for that clear. Those angles are tough.
Yeah, but the timing Lucky finds there, as m0NESY fumbles with his nades, admittedly, it leads to an incredible sequence. Lucky getting m0NESY and Nico down individually, brilliant.
And Exercise also gets 2 kills with backs turned, because this is a very common maneuver that you're about to see. The CTs with multiple bodies through red, and the same for Donut. Look at these. They're not even looking. They're literally not even looking. They're so focused on the red kill. Exercise is sitting there thinking, boys, they're the easiest kills of my life. Oh, we haven't had any live French translation.
No, but if anyone's listening can give us some additional insights, that would be lovely.
Well. G2. Looking as their buy comes together, you can see the M4 slowly being donned. Snax can do the same, and will. The round opened so nicely with that initial exchange, but unable to hold on to it. Exercise with the red smoke. Cave smoke as well, so just classic openers from 3D Max, nothing crazy.
Will Hunter have more success the second time? Oh.
Nope.
No. A resounding no. Jocko plugs him before he can even turn his tail and start to focus on lane. Regrouping towards Snax and Nico's bomb site. Exercise the late piece elbow. Keeps their flanks safe. m0NESY and Malbs starting to cheat over, and it may be too late. Oh, it's definitely too late. Catching Snax out. Now m0NESY tries to kick up a fuss, but next victim for Jocko. Massive round out of the Frenchman. Gets himself the triple, doesn't even need his nades where he's going. Goes hunting for Malbs very early into the piece, and oops. Missed comm on the team flash there. But he's going to clear this corner. Reaction speed test for Malbs. Elbow spotted, and 1. And a second, making it a bit more costly than they would have liked.
Yeah, that's called Maka back to deal with the bomb, just in case, the worst case. And he's looking for the save. Needs to try and burrow his way out of this, and he'll get a third. So Malbs padding those stats.
Yeah, nice as far as keeping himself going. Mismanaged hunt leads to some additional economic stress, and Gravity might be this next victim. He's played this so well. 4 kills. Make sure they know just how happy he is to be leaving with an AK-47.
Well, this is a map that Malbs really likes, right? Especially, I would say more so on the T side. He gets to take a few more fights. He has to be the A anchor on the CT side, so he has to. He's slowly become more and more comfortable with those type of positions.
Because also, isn't that a position which he doesn't always have to be, you know, deady to the A main?
Of course, yes. So like when m0NESY gets an AWP, for example, m0NESY may AWP from Temple or CT spawn, and Malbs gets to go for the mid control alongside a Hunter.
Get some freedoms eventually.
Well, that's a misread smoke, but it looks like they're just gearing up to go towards B. But this is really positive signs for 3D Max. We are getting more of the tussle, but they get to extend their lead with what should be a pretty straightforward round.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, Snax is ahead of the smoke. Oh, and easy clear for Jocko. He's just using that MAC-10 to great efficiency for the first, and make it a multi. Sprays down 2 more, Hunter and m0NESY on rotation, and Malbs late to the party with that saved AK, and they know an AK was saved. Maka attending to the potential on ramp. Slips under the crosshair of Malbs. And nails it.
I'm a little bit worried about the lack of m0NESY AWP so far, and not because of the reason of I think it's hugely integral, but maybe he's feeling a lack of confidence. So if he doesn't pull out the AWP, which he hasn't, he only had 4750, so it would have just been glass cannon, he's just going to be continuing to operate with these rifles. And look, he is very good on the rifle too, right? m0NESY is an all-rounder, and that's traditionally the case with these superstars, your Simples, your Zywus, m0NESY in that conversation. They can do it all. Miss Molly.
Snax peeks through, jump spot, dips away. Nico and Snax are trying to bring some aggression here, but they get flashed off. Undeterred, they continue their advance. Jocko unprepared for this. What's the response? Lucky does manage to get his crosshair in the right spot, as does Gravity. Another chance as well. Spots out m0NESY. Hunter's there as well on B, ready to react. Malbs versus Exercise. Good awareness, catches the smoke walk. He pulls them back into a 3v3, and Noise will be cut silent for a moment. Say that as Maka actually unloads his mag into the wall bank. But I suppose that Malbs kill makes them feel like they have to go B.
Yes, a few more risks, right? He could be tucked into that cubby, he could have pivoted back towards Donut or Red. And I think hitting the brakes with so much time on the clock means the CTs might want to linger forward for more information, but right now it's going to be the gamble. Malbs has rotated over. How good is Lucky on the clear? And well, m0NESY could also chip in quite quickly. So they've just completely hit the brakes.
Is m0NESY going to get curious? 10 more seconds, you start getting a little anxious. Malbs leaves mid, starts worrying about A. Lucky low HP. Advantage m0NESY on this fight. Oh, not anymore. Lucky nails his shot. Hunter hoping to be overlooked here. Lucky does go down. It's a trade from Gravity. And again, making a strong case for a 6th here. 3D Max. Malbs in the right spot. Can he have some impact? Smoke. Good diligence there. Gravity audible on the exit of Cave. Maka as well, trying to catch the timing. It's Gravity. A huge round from Gravity. That trade, round defining.
Yeah, and that right there, you know, G2, they gambled correctly. They had the bodies in the right place to deal with it. Towers open, Snax got the opening exchange, but Nico couldn't find one. There was more flashes, so the support network for 3D Max was ready for that type of maneuver, even though the first individual was found with his back turned. You can see how easy that last one is for Gravity. Malbs having to take a Hail Mary. And they are in control of this first half. Look at the type of buy that G2 have to bring forward. m0NESY's also taken essentially the full eco.
And this is with losing the second round off the pistol. G2, after that little burst of 3 rounds, after Nico's Deeg filled the feed, it's been one-way traffic.
This is getting a little bit worrisome now for G2. Can they get another miracle moment? Nico and Malbs with the Deagles again. Smokes to assist, and this time A is the affections of 3D Max. They're coming out with intent.
Mac 10, unable to get it working for him. Now Hunter and Malbs
Boys.
making it work. It's the pistols, they're bane. They can't get past them. It just falls apart, falls flat. G2. Oh, they're isolating, double peeking gravity here. Oh, and another headshot for Malbs. A monstrous 3K with the pistol. And it puts Lucky into a 1 versus 5. He'll give it everything it's worth. Spotted out by m0NESY. Playing this one safe, playing this one by the book. Even Nico arriving towards a main to ensure he's fully boxed in. Look at that mini-map. Look at that mini-map. There's no way out other than his crosshair on heads. Finds the first onto Nico. Deploys his Molotov. And loses his head. G2, you wanted a miracle, Chad. Well, Malbs the magician, the messiah, with a miracle to pull home a 4th.
Yeah, I can't quite believe it, right? They had the util there. Maka plays ahead of it, and they just get sat on their ass. Actually, there was no donut smoke, right?
No. Well, I guess the plan was you just get your MAC-10 drive by and clear it, but first bullet headshots all across the board.
I don't know, I killed him. He's not the best, I think, huh?
Wow, okay. Well, that's the lifeline for G2.
What a
And
lifeline.
look, in the big picture, it doesn't matter, but those 2 rounds for 3D Max, if they end up losing this series, if they end up not making the major, they're going to haunt this roster.
They're going to haunt all of French Counter-Strike.
Well, the core has been close, right? Lucky, Exercise, Jocko, they've had plenty of chances in the last couple of years. They just haven't been able to get across the line.
Yeah, you start feeling cursed if it keeps happening.
And they're no spring chickens. A couple of them 27, 26. They're not old by any means, but definitely not fresh on our screens.
Look at Malbs now. He's been emboldened to go for more aggressive A-main push. Hang on. Gravity does clear out m0NESY. Lots of bodies. Nico hits another. Jocko, that's a dangerous game he's playing with low HP. Spamming smokes. Nico walks up, walks through. Exercise not ready. Nico steps up to the plate, delivers for G2. As 3D Max's numbers dwindle, Jocko doesn't have the health. Snax taps it away to make it 5. Yeah, you're right. The 3D Max core, close but no cigar, becoming a recurring theme for them. And after they picked up such a incredible response to the thrashing they received on their map pick, you thought perhaps the curse was being lifted before our very eyes.
Well, Malbs is putting in a shift. He wants that first major
Malbs.
for him. 14 kills. Yeah.
Still baffles me, but I mean, he is such a quick... Oh, sorry, he's risen so quickly.
I think that speaks to the pedigree of the Counter-Strike that he delivers.
Yes. Oh, spots out. Maka, ready for the re-swing. Actually wins the head-to-head with Malbs, and Nico's just exhausted all of his bullets. Oh, and now he's volleyed himself, so fumbled the bag there. Into a... Not going to be running in willy-nilly, making sure they find a clean finish here for their 7th to take the edge on this attacking half.
Still
Set the
a
bar
very
at
good
7.
half.
It's still going to be, yeah, not to be sniffed at, but just the knowledge of what could have been. 2-foot faults against pistols.
Yeah, and hopefully they can hold on to this one. m0NESY, he's yet to really make a splash in these last 2 maps. 2v4 that they have to go for. This would be the time, young... Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, hang on. Exercise is just out of his vision and waits for Snax to get... Oh, cooking and cookie shall. Revealed by Gravity's death. Maka low HP as well. Snax, good chance in this head-to-head, but the pre-fire, good work on the shadow advantage. m0NESY, 1 versus 3. Time really against him at this point. The smoke on the bomb is his last hope. Hopes he can try and draw fire. Oh, and Maka denies it. A quad kill to secure the 7th. A highly competitive half here. 3D Max with an edge as we swap sides.
Yeah, and it's really, without those 2 Deagle rounds from Nico and Malbs in combination, this half is rough, very rough indeed. And this is the CT side. We discussed the last time we saw them on this map was against Liquid at the World Finals. They lost 13-0, but then they bounced back and won the series and won the whole goddamn event. But it's just Ancient is something which we haven't seen a lot of playtime. And maybe understandably so. Now, can Malbs keep up this top-flying performance? He will be tasked with taking a lot of this mid-space on the T side. But this is where just a couple of those bogey, random, aggressive CT rounds in your face can completely ruin this half of Counter-Strike and snatch that top 16 spot for 3D Max. They've been on the grind, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, do we get a CT side like Anubis or a CT side like Dust2.
And that's the thing. It wasn't like they didn't have aggression on Anubis. It just didn't work.
They were ready for everything.
Yeah, the B main pushes, they snuffed it out, tried to push Canal on the fader smokes, dealt with handedly.
It's weird, but when 3D Max are playing CT like that, it almost feels like for G2, their T side, they have to have like CT protocols, re-clearing, flashing for each other, and hang on. We've got a quick pistol taking shape here. Contact. Walking towards the cave position. Hunter to meet them, elbow smoked. And Jocko with the dual Berettas. Tested and gets nothing. Monacy, a big find. Gets himself his pistol of preference. Now Gravity feels a lot of pressure coming his way. Concedes cave. Being spotted by Lucky. Does have a flash if they wanted to aggress, but the fight's coming to them. Short smoked. Snax spotted out. Lucky needs help. Cavalry not on its way. They're very static here. Nice deep Molotov forced back and now into the site with 5. Oh, and Gravity punished for just a couple of cursory bullets through the smoke. G2, strong case for a clean pistol.
Oh, Mac is backing off already. Are they just looking to keep the Kevlar? Lucky can investigate. He was the one to buy, so for him, no Kevlar to keep. And he's been great on these pistol rounds. Let's see if he can pull off something magical. Would have to be absolutely insane. He's noted now. They've triangulated his position. It's literally just him here. And if he can make sure that they don't walk away with everybody getting cheap upgrades into head armor.
Oh, God.
He's crisp, isn't he?
He is crispy. Yeah, 2 extra. On the way out. It was weird, though. It felt like 3D Max were not buying it. You know, like I saw Exercise and Maka, and they were so static. It's almost like they were expecting a pivot. It wasn't like they were convinced that it was going to be that B finish, so perhaps a misread. What is that?
He's had some blinders on these pistol rounds, hasn't he? Now, I know they were just to hold on to something, but he will be able to get an MP9 and head armor for his troubles. Exercise into a Famus with the Kev, so the force buy for 3D Max.
Do they have any more bright ideas? CT sides has been inspiring, I'm sure, to many. A deviation from the norm in their approach. Snax, dangerous game in that elbow smoke.
But knowing that they're so close middle kind of feels that you should be able to get into A. I just think the timing for G2 is really slow.
Does Maka have a way to block? He does have his smoke.
If it goes down now, these rifles won't run through, or they shouldn't.
Oh, they're ahead of it. They're ahead of it. Isolated. CT's hit a good flash. Lucky hits a good headshot with that MP9. And now Exercise is causing a problem as well. Famas does damage. G2 fighting back in. It's Nico with a lovely triple. Monacy's ready for the smoke walk. Monacy holding for him, blocking right in front of him. Monacy pulls the trigger. So close. Fine margins. It took him a business day to find and pull the trigger onto Jocko, but we get it done. How does Nico find 3 there? Bails his team out of losing that one. The second round conversion was 2 frags away from 3D Max. And it's Nico and Monacy that secure it.
Oh, that almost got out of control. Look at this.
Hello.
What? I wonder what it looks like from his POV.
Yeah, right. Smoke on screen. Jocko didn't clock it either. Okay, well, that's another one going G2's way. 3D Max, a threatening second round attempt. Ties us up even, and G2 set to take the lead on this one.
Well, Monacy finding some impact in this second half, and it's not too late, that's for sure. So pissed around with a couple of kills there. When the chips were down, steps up as well. Right now, they just need to make sure that 3D Max don't get out undetected. Nico down towards doors. They could peer out heaven behind multiple bodies because it's currently not being covered. There he is again. Monacy with a double. Maka gets one short, but that's all that'll be. Nico to finish things off. Lucky. He's pistols. Insta-dink.
It's terrifying.
He's grabbed himself an AK.
Hunter thinks twice about the fight there.
Yeah.
As I would too.
Let's not give them anything more, shall we? I know he can only carry 1 AK into the next round. Wait until the update next year, guys. You can put a weapon in the backpack.
Added backpack to your inventory.
That'll be the next Valorant update, you wait.
backpacks.
Regen shield legitimately in the game now. Regen shield. Anyway. This one's going to get tense, isn't it? G2, they do take the lead. And they take the lead for only the second time.
Oh, look how hard Lucky's fighting for this. I mean, look at the kill discrepancy between him and the next highest. No one else in double digits. He's closing in on 20. And there's been one hell of a hiatus for Lucky. 2019 Star Ladder Berlin Major. It's the last time he found himself in the major circuit.
Well, Body's back.
Body's back.
Pulled it off with Fnatic. Could it be Lucky's turn? Now, in case you're not too sure how this works, you lose this one. Well, you're not out. You get plenty more best of 3 opportunities. 2 more. Maybe you need a third. After that, there could be 4. We all know how it went for Gamer Legion, but that was the reverse sweep from the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, this would be the right. Oops, Snax, he's fumbled the donut smoke. Maybe he saved it. Lucky's here with that AK-47 and flashes barrage towards him. What's he got? What's he got? He's got bodies on his screen, but an immediate trade. Mouth turns, flicks around, good clear. Lovely break of the smoke, and now they're stubborn. They want to swing through this. Snax in transition, exercise just the one, good cover. And now Gravity thrust into a 1 versus 2. He knows where they both were. They have no idea. Does m0NESY clear this? Does he overcook it? Does he overstep? Patience, and he is rewarded now. It's up to Nico in the 1v1. Gravity, the young gun, up against the seasoned vet. 8 bullets is all he has, and now knows where Nico is. A smoke to sow some seeds of doubt. Which angle does he approach from? Nico throws the HE, wise to the tricks. Gravity dips away, now using that smoke to try and advance, but Nico uses that as an opportunity. Sound effect gives him info. Nico calls the bluff, he just knifes out Temple. Gravity's going to pause to touch it again, picks up the kit and fakes it out again. Nico's not going to panic. Nico doesn't panic. Nico swings through. Oh, Gravity, he gets the crosshair, but Nico saves them. So much impact from Nico in this one. This half already, I mean, no, across the map, Nico's been doing the dirty. Lovely work on his Deagle that started to disrupt. Then we've come into the second half. Nico winning that incredible round on A. 3 kills against that second round force buy. And here again, in the absence of m0NESY, Nico comes up clutch and doesn't budge. There were so many ways that could have gone wrong. Called the bluff on the defuse twice. Walks in on the second, and yeah, we are going to see attack pause here from 3D Max. They can feel they're losing their grip.
Yeah, and only their first so far. So, look, at this point of the game, Lucky has himself 7.1k, and that's facilitated because he saved that AK. We got 4k on Exercise, 4k on Maka, so that's 3 M4s right there. Lucky, did he even drop one? I think he may have. So it will be the buy. Gravity operating with the MP9.
What a potent rifling pair, Malbs and Nico.
I am glad that they're getting pushed, though, that we are getting to see this level of the 3D Max, right? Them beating EF yesterday in the best of 1, that went overtime.
Yeah.
It's good that, you know, both teams are having to work for this. No one should get to the major easily. Harassment nades out middle. Maka and Jocko feeling the brunt of those, and Maka cautious now. Malbs is a demon around this mid position.
Ooh, Nico swallows a nade and returns the favor towards Lucky longside. So they've actually given up Cave completely here. It's Lucky and Gravity actually playing towards his ramp smoke. Risky business.
Oh,
on the boost. What on earth? Lucky hits it.
It felt like they were peppering for exactly that.
They knew what was up. They knew what to expect, and still Lucky hits it. Nice angle from Maka for this exact kind of fight.
But Snax shouldn't go past this point until he has mid assistance.
It's coming. Confirms it. Now Malbs will advance, but that might bait them in. They might overlook Jocko, which they do. Oh, messy spray. Still clears it. That's awkward. They've lost Malbs as well. Both Malbs and m0NESY gone empty-handed. And they retool into a double cave setup. They're so advanced on the CT side.
But look how far Nico's pushed.
Yeah, I mean, there is grounds for a full 2v5 here between Hunter and Nico. Cousins in arms.
3 going to come up B ramp behind.
Yeah, Nico can't watch Speedway and ramp simultaneously. Hunter worried about this advance. Now he starts to punch in the code. Nico trying to cover from every angle. Macca's even got the wall bang! And Nico still hitting shots. Still a threat. His aim, unlike anything else. Oh, this could be sensational. Denied. And the last hurdle. He is a threat. He is terrifying in the form he's found. 19 frags. That was nearly unbelievable. Nearly heartbreaking for 3D Max. But Exercise holds his nerve and gets a very important kill. Yeah, the unicorn of Counter-Strike is Nico.
That one got sweaty as all hell, didn't it?
What is this?
Yeah, he's prepared for the third, just couldn't get away from Exercise and a great attempt. Celebrations on one side, focus on the other.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of a pang of fear. After Nico gets the first three. Lovely wallbang from Macca as a little sidebar.
This puts Hunter on notice, and they step up the ramp. Well, second tactical timeout. This one called from the Frenchman, 3D Max. And you can understand why. They only had one player survive. So you would want to discuss exactly what the finance is going to look like, and then what does that look like in terms of where are we going to block? Are we going to target an area early? What are we expecting from them? Give yourself that breathing room, because that was a round that you could have had 3 or 4 players stay alive. You only had one. So you won the round still. You've kept it as just a one-round game, but it's still very tough. I mean, you can see the finances for both of these teams. They haven't broken out of control. Yeah. The loss bonus is actually in favor of the Frenchman. 2,900 if they lose a round. Only 1,900 for G2.
And look at the buy. It's a diverse cast of weaponry. Door smoke, disrespect, straight through. Nico. With m0NESY boosted up, might start an early crawl. Lucky and Macca to be tested. Gravity pushes out of the cave. Lucky charging down the ramp. Hyper aggression. m0NESY having a moment. As does Macca, leaping into action with a double of his own. Ooh, chaos. The 3D Max G2 brand of chaos. Inject it into my veins. Gravity pushing smokes, firing shots, pulling attention. Macca leaping into action with an MP9, and now a slow, methodical 2v2. Nice from Malbs. Jocko in the 1v1, and Snax holds on. Nails it on the AWP. Puts m0NESY's AWP to good use. And m0NESY gets a shout out as well. I think he get a quick no-scope in the action there.
Yeah, and he jumped up to see if any more were pushing. He got greeted with an MP9 in the face. That is the type of rounds that we're looking for down the home stretch.
This is so much fun. Charging down into one. m0NESY doesn't react. Bang. Macca responds. Gets 2 for his trouble. Snax has had a huge round there. He doesn't kill Macca. The round is done. He doesn't kill Jocko. The round is done. High impact round from Snax.
Straight back underway, 3 starting mid, 2B, 3D Max foregoing the A side completely, and we're on for the same type of brawl. This time, not down B lane, but maybe through middle. It's a bit too quiet for 3D Max. They've had to send bodies back towards the A side to deal with the potential leak. Jocko dropping back from middle as well. Gravity in cave. We'll get an SMG bout with Snax if they both continue forward.
Contingency on A established with the boost.
Oh, but look how light the util is for 3D Max to defend their honor with 1 minute and 15 left on the clock. It's literally just an incendiary. A miss smoke, sure, it's not going to mean a whole lot because the X are getting lined up now. Smokes are in the air, flashes and mollies to follow.
They're going to be in so much trouble. Maybe this boost on the box can give them an off angle.
Oh, they missed it twice. Okay, yeah, it does matter.
It does. Nico still finds Jocko. Exposed on that boosted box. Good clear. Lucky being stared at, picks his moment, picks his poison, only the one. Malbs, what is that? This is his favorite half of Counter-Strike. Loves the T side of Ancient. And an immediate second.
Yeah, have to save now.
Just a knee-jerk flick on the transfer.
Well, this was 3D Max with the half lead. Doesn't feel like that anymore. 11-8, 3-round game. Loss bonus short, guns can be dropped.
Is that 2 missed long smokes from G2?
Yeah, so I guess same player threw it with the same lineup.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it was going to cause an issue when J-Raz highlighted it initially, but the fact that they missed it the second time round, yeah, maybe some problems.
Yeah, I mean, massive, massive from Malbs. Just keeps Gravity humble in that one. Lucky gets the first. You can see how that would cause a distraction for Gravity to profit, but Malbs just happens to get both.
It's been a pretty prosperous 6 months since the addition of Malbs and Snax for this G2 roster.
He is such a valuable asset.
Right, they've second place EWC, third, fourth EPL, first place Fall Finals, first place World Finals. It's not shabby whatsoever. Nothing to be sniffed at.
I mean, yeah, certainly a contender for the trophy into the major. That's, of course, assuming they pick it up in qualification, at least. And 3D Max are making them work for it. No doubt about that. CT timeouts. So this is just 3D Max trying to compose themselves. It has started to run away from them. Just one CT round to boast after 7 of play.
And they shovel in again. So again, there's going to be some emissions. There's Diffuse Kit short. The util almost there. It's 3 incendiaries. Missing 1 smoke.
More of a mid-focus. That's a suspicious CT smoke, though. Oh, Lucky. Tested by Nico, and he punishes. He wins his head-to-head and gives 3D Max an advantage.
But now the round is obvious, because they threw the B lurk smoke mid-site to draw a player forward. Nico's meant to get space and keep boots planted. But Lucky said, hey, boys, coast clear. Maka gets to just focus fire on A, and his support is not too far away. Jocko is just in donut. Both of them, side by side.
Yeah, and yet, Exercise Lucky. Gravity still static. Gravity calls it clear. Could be too little, too late. They might have to play for the retake. G2 can't believe their luck. Hey, quiet. Now resistance found. Donut occupied. Jocko and Maka with Exercise in tow. A flash. Does he go? Oh, team flash. Awkward. Miscom leads to his demise. Jocko will go down. High pressure. You can start to see that. A couple of missed pieces of utility. But now they've taken so much time to get this bomb down. They don't have a smoke for Donut, so how do you get the bomb down? You have to fight. Exercises on CT could peek this out. Doesn't search. Gravity punished. Modesty holds. Good cover. Famas fills the feeds onto Hunter. 2 on that big box. Modesty misses his shot. Goes down. Still up for debate. Snax and Malbs trying to hold on to this bomb. Peeks through, loses his head, Snax in the clutch. Has he really got another one in him? Doesn't have the bullets. And 3D Max weather the storm.
Some erratic peaks around that big box. You can see Snax knowing he was going to get run down upon. 3D Max hold it together. They pick up that AWP, but these rounds being fought for tooth and nail. Lucky, 23. He's doing his best Maka impression from the map before. The 2 of them putting in shifts. Dust2 now Ancient.
Oh, look at the opening duels. Lucky, 6 and 1. Good gracious. He just had one onto Nico, so that's the sect we just witnessed. But yeah, 3D Max, every time I think they're going to buckle, I think they've given it everything it was worth, they find a way to fight back. And recovered AWP, Maka, with his Zoom banger equipped. Malbs working on the smoke, Gravity aggressive. Jocko punishes the Malbs push and overlooked completely. Lovely work around the T-smoke.
Oh,
no! A second as well. The AWP goes down with 5 alive, Chad.
That's a really bad round to lose.
Hunter spotted, owned. Gravity plays it to perfection. A double AWP save.
It's 1900 loss.
Oh, dear.
It's 11-11.
Yep.
It's 11-11. Sure, G2 lost to Glocks on Dust2 as the final round, sure. But they were having to mount this massive, crazy comeback story that never really even got started. But this is to tie things up. In the third and deciding map.
Oh, in the thick of it.
And they have to take a spotless round. What can you justify investing? You only get 2,400 into the next round. Like, unless you get the plant here, which, how are you meant to do that?
3D Max dropped their mice off their mouse pads. It's the only way. Comfortable, hang on, some damage. I'll fix it onto Lucky, but good supportive flashes. Look at that, lovely Gravity, Exercise, all just throwing them in, making sure there's no resistance available. And you can see they're starting to believe as 11-11. I know what 3D Max are wishing for.
Well, Wozink very happy that G2 have just taken a timeout. He can chip back in, settle them, focus them. 3 straight now.
One of the most important rounds of their career, 3D Max. Full guns versus full guns.
And I like the fact that they do play a little bit more direct in the nerve category. The only thing that could really make them unravel is if they miss opening utility, right? But because they want to take heads-up duels, you're getting a lot of the round done in the first 20 seconds. So it's not like we're sitting, simmering, waiting, allowing G2 to explode upon us. We're taking the fight. We're trying to grab this space on the CT side.
You've got 3 AK-47s, you've got your AWP, and you're 2 rounds away from the top 16 of the Major. You're first for 4 of them.
May as well feel like the first for Lucky. It's been that long.
Red smoke in. Gravity and Jocko starting mid. Same for m0NESY and Malbs. Ooh, flash is scary. Nico and Snax working on some jag control. Look at Maka walking down the ramp with the AWP. With the AWP. He's calling lane clear, and he takes down Snax. Outrageous maneuver. Malbs will activate. Gravity confirms presence in mid. Clears out the smoke. Now Jocko throws out his. Malbs comes testing him. Jocko needs to live, and he does maintain control of Donut as Exercise starts to flank. Is Hunter ready for this? Is Hunter prepared? Oh, he still loses his head. 3D Max, they're doing it their way, their aggressive style, and a double kill from Exercise. Now Jocko's pushed through. Every single kill, a CT pushing into a T. G2 pantsed. 5 alive for 3D Max as they're 1 round away from doing what they've never done before. Gravity, Maka, Jocko and Exercise. 1 single round separating them from the Major.
And they've got G2 right where they want them. The loss bonus hasn't built. The bomb wasn't down. The money for the buy. It is lacking. And the aggressive stance from all the members of 3D Max in their face, taking G2 on. A star-studded roster. Getting dictated to. Fired up now is just this last round. Tech9's, Mac-10's, Deagle's in play, and they are rushing A.
Can they hold on? Can they convert cleanly? The advantage is now theirs. Is the comms clean? Is there a fumble? Do the nerves get the better of you, or do you convert? Flashes and go. Snax trying to charge in. Good flashes, keeping the 2 defenders down. Jocko and Exercise vision restored, and there's bodies on their screen. Jocko 1 and done. Malb saves G2 with a double. Clears out the site. Maka's close, and so is Gravity. Lucky working on the donut. G2 have broken through. In pursuit of overtime. Gravity coming in from Temple, now noted, but Lucky continues his way. Finds m0NESY. Nico stubborn. Malbs and Nico hard to get past, but Lucky manages another 28 frags from Lucky.
They're both A main.
Holding on. Nico towards A main. Hunter there as well. Maka, time sensitive, does need to take this fight eventually. Only 4 bullets in the AK. Lucky is hesitant as well. Need to get on that bomb. Smoke comes through. Oh, he's missed his shots. Nico down. It's up to Hunter. He goes down. Have they done it? 3D Max do what they've never done before. It's theirs. And for Lucky since 2019, converts French Counter-Strike back on the Major map. And a first for the 4 of them. And the contrast is heartbreaking.
Not today, G2. 3D Max are the ones who will be celebrating tonight. Top 16 confirmed.
Well, if this